All right. So happy you're here, Mel, and Ross and Andy also. Good afternoon. Today I'm here to proudly present our Hometown Hero Award to Tom Stanton, commonly known as Mel, of Mel's Charities, which is based in the city of Cedarburg. Mel's Charities is a cornerstone of generosity in Cedarburg and Ozaukee County, embodying the spirit of community support through its mission of having fun, impacting lives. Under the leadership of its founder, Tom Stanton, the organization has grown from a small fundraiser into a transformative force, changing lives and improving the local community. Their impact is more than just about raising money. It's also about fostering a culture of compassion, inclusivity, and opportunity. Tom is the driving force behind Mel's Charities. Known for his boundless energy, humor, and deep commitment to others, Mel's journey began 25 years ago with a simple act of kindness. In honor of a single mom who passed away and whose daughter had been involved in the Special Olympics, Tom and a group of friends decided to host the Pig Roast fundraiser. That first event raised $350. And while the amount was modest, it sparked something much bigger. Year after year, the Pig Roast grew and the impact deepened. Tom recognized the power of bringing people together for a good cause. And in 2008, Mel's Charities officially became a nonprofit. Since then, it has raised nearly $3 million, all of which stays in Ozaukee County. The organization is dedicated to making Ozaukee County an even better place to work, play, and live. Whether it's funding new playgrounds, improving sports facilities, supporting veterans, or addressing addiction, Mel's Charities focuses on initiatives that enhance the well-being of the entire community. Their projects range from providing scholarships to individuals with disabilities to funding community-building programs that foster inclusivity and opportunity. One of the most ambitious and exciting new endeavors is Mel's Village at the Gateway in Saukville. Set to occupy over 35 acres within the Northern Gateway development, Mel's Village will provide essential services for individuals with disabilities while serving the entire community. Once completed, this groundbreaking project will feature market-rate apartments with 25% of the housing designated for adults with disabilities. It will also include the Gateway Sports Academy, offering year-round sports and fitness programming, along with retail businesses that hire Mel's Village residents. The development will feature also commercial banquet and catering facility, office spaces, a public plaza, a botanical garden with green space, a splash pad, and a band shell for outdoor events, and even a hotel. Mel's Village is more than just a housing and business development. It is a vision for inclusion, opportunity, and community engagement. It embodies Mel's Charities' core belief that every life is special and provides a space where people of all abilities can live, work, and thrive together. Mel's Charities is also known for its community-driven fundraising events, which brings people together while supporting a good cause. Some of their most well-known events, these guys have a lot of fun. Shamrock Shenanigans, Mel's River Run, which is this weekend, BC's 8-Pin Tap, Mel's Pig Scramble Golf Outing, Concourse Auto Show, Mel's Bag for Busek, and so much more. But of course, the event, and also the event that started it all, Mel's Pig Roast. From its grassroots beginning to its large-scale community projects, Mel's Charities has demonstrated what it truly means to be a hometown hero. Through Mel's leadership and the support of the countless volunteers and donors, the organization continues to make a lasting impact, ensuring that Ozaukee County remains a place where everyone is valued, supported, and given the opportunity to succeed. Congratulations, Mel, and your team. Your compassion, commitment, and tireless work make Ozaukee County a better place for everyone. Thanks for all you do. I'll just hang over here. I'll give you a ring there.
That's good, man. Good. That's good. Thank you. First of all, I never have met Pastor Cody. I know he's over here getting some fancy pictures taken right now, but I am honored and humbled to be able to follow him and the words that he said. What we do pales in comparison to what that man does. and that pastor does. So I hope to see him again out there, whatever you guys call that back, the parlor, whatever, they get the picture taken. But to Representative Melotik here, to acknowledge me personally, to a guy 26 years ago that could be such a rudderless ship, didn't really have any purpose in life, and then someone asked me to go to a men's group. Most important thing I ever did in my life. And this is cool, and we can talk a little bit about Mel's, but that ain't get me into heaven, man. So I want to tell a little bit about this story, because you can't make this stuff up. Yeah, you heard all these events we have throughout the year, great times for great causes. 100% of the proceeds, 100% of the net proceeds, we give it all away. And we don't ask for anything from here. We have fun, we give all the money away. We got one paid employee. Sorry you're looking at him. And that's it. But what we have been surrounded by, we call them our doers, our donors, our door openers, and dreamers. We could fill this place 10 times over of the amount of people in Ozaukee County that have impacted me personally and support what Mel's Charities is all about, which is just having great times for great causes. There's three main areas that we support. Memorials. Out of darkness comes light. Malakowski family, Grafton, Wisconsin, their son Matthew, 17 years old, got killed by a drunk driver. We gave a scholarship, $500. I had to go to their house. It was tough. It was dark. And from that, they started getting more involved with Mel's Charities. And their dream was for Matt to have a baseball field named after him at the Grafton Little League complex. And through the grace of God and all these doers and donors that we talked about, there is now the Matthew Malakowski baseball field. The tune of, we're not obsessed about money. We're obsessed about relationships and impact in lives. But it was about a $350,000 build for this baseball field. But it's more than the money. It's more about impact in the Malakowski's family. We're all battling something. I don't care who we are. So Chris Herron, we have brought Chris Herron to Ozaukee County. It'll be for the 5th straight year. Chris Herron was a decorated basketball player. They wrote a book about him in high school. He was on the cover of Sports Illustrated. Played in college. He got played in the NBA. Played 10 years overseas. Chris Herron is also a 7-time convicted felon and 4-time heroin overdose. I saw his show on ESPN 30 on 30 6 years ago. My wife Nancy's crying on the couch, and she goes, "You got to get that guy to Ozaukee County." He speaks 250 times a year. He's spoken to over 2 million people on the throes of addiction, mental health, all kinds of stuff. He's coming back for a 5th straight year to Ozaukee County. It's one of the most impactful things we have ever done at Mel's Charities, and we're going to have a long-standing relationship with Chris Herron. And then the last one, I got my buddies Ross and Andy over here. When I was a kid, when I was in high school, when I was in college, when I was an adult, until this Mel's thing came about, I used to run from these guys because, man, I was hanging with the cool people. How wrong could I have been? They have changed my life. They have changed our organization's life. Someone had me watch them a couple months ago. We complicate life. I mean, I know there's a lot of important things that go on in here, but we complicate things. They simplify it. They live in the moment. We get all caught up in what happened last week, last year, 5 years ago, worried about what's going to happen down the road. Not these guys. And we try to live like that every day through how these individuals, we could fill this place with Ross and Andy's. So I'll leave you on this. We have a dinner dance every year, Cedarburg High School. 100 individuals like Ross and Andy and their friends. Cedarburg High School kids get all dressed up. We have a catered dinner. And then the DJ comes in and everybody dances. High school kids, these guys, you ever having a bad day, come by me in April and we'll get you there. So I'm at the event and there's 2 ladies off to the side and I hear one lady go, "I have never seen my daughter so happy." And I'm sitting there like, how cool is that? Next breath, she goes, "We're new to the area, don't know about Mel's Charities, but we understand that Mel passed away." Okay, Game on. So I walked over to her and I said, ma'am, that is the greatest thing I've ever heard. And she's like, who are you? And I told her, and she's mortified. And she kept apologizing. I said, ma'am, what you just said, so when people see this logo, or they say some of them else Charities, they don't think about some guy that talks a lot. I usually always am wearing a hat. When they see that logo, it's Mel's Charities. And now with this development in software, this thing's going to get sustained way, way longer than me when the good Lord takes me. So from the bottom of my heart, to my wife Nancy, to Ross and Andy, and the Petersons over here who made the trip today, and to Representative Melotik, I know I've gone on here, man, I could talk a dog off a meat truck. But you got to understand what this means to me personally, and now to have Mel's Charities in this beautiful place to be able to share our story. I'll end with this, though. I promise you, we are just getting started. God bless. Thank you very much.